There's no fire like mine. I like to smoke out the box. Girl, let me get in the thoughts. You thought I was gonna see drugs. I was good. Come through the bed. Come through the bed. Come through the bed.
It's really good. Killed the flag.
To Atlanta for a few years prior to me moving. And the energy kind of reminded me of a certain time in Philadelphia. When the whole neo soul era was being cultivated, it kind of had that similar, not same, but it was kind of similar, where it was like a whole bunch of creative people, a bunch of artists just doing a whole bunch of stuff, and they just started connecting, indirectly. Like I don't think there was a whole lot of people really getting up with a whole lot of people. It just so happened like ain't but too many places to go and do stuff that you eventually just start linking up with people, just by it just happened that way, and you got a lot of people, that just had real time for getting their stuff out. I never met a place that had so many studios. Places and like mad. It was mad unassuming. Like you roll up at somebody's crib, you're like, "Yo, I thought we was going to the studio." Yeah. And you go to their crib, it's like, "Oh, it's a full out studio in here." Because I'm used to going to studios that's like it's somebody rented out a building, there's floors, there's levels to it. Somebody's basement, somebody's living room, somebody's kitchen, somebody's bedroom. Like they didn't converted it into a studio, and it's like a fully functional studio. So that with just that whole, the camaraderie of people working with people, and people know people, you can link up with people through people. Like it's just it's like that whole thing going on. People call it, that Black Hollywood thing, the whole the new wave, and then Atlanta was just the South mostly, but particularly Atlanta was just taking over. Not necessarily by force. It's just that you just can't get around it. Like this is fresh. Like you want to be a part of this.
I guess like the business of entertainment is starting to develop in the city as well.
Right.
Do you think that played a part in you bringing Willie on?
Well, no, that didn't necessarily. Not at all. He was just dope.
Yeah, he is dope.
And I like associating myself with people who are on the level, on a wave that is unique to them. Yeah. Because it's a whole lot of copycats. Yeah. So to speak. There's a lot of people out there that's doing stuff that he's trying to be a better number two.
Doesn't sound like Atlanta. He sounds like he's a combination.
He just sounds like him. Yeah, right. Yeah. And I gravitate towards that. I gravitate towards individuality. I gravitate towards people who got their own thing. They got their own identity. I gravitate towards that because it's something you don't get all the time. It's rare. It's valuable. Yeah. So when you pair that with a person who's wide open and receptive and willing to, soak up the game, because I've accumulated a lot of information, in the time that I've been in the game, and I love passing it on to people, but everybody is not that receptive. I have a history of, of a trail of people that I tried to help out, but they'll never see the light of day because they're hard-headed. Right. I try to sugarcoat it. I try to make it about other things. Maybe they're just not ready yet or blah, blah, blah. Nah, they just hard-headed. Yeah. Because anytime that you're faced with information, anytime you faced with somebody trying to help you out and put you on game and give you the tools and the tricks of the trade and the cheat codes, and you like, nah, I'm gonna go the other way. Like, bro, then what do you want then? You know what I'm saying? So every time I came to him, and it's not like I ever try to tell nobody what to do. I just provide them with the information that I know they haven't gotten to yet. So I'll be like, yo, here's some, you might want to use this, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, okay, cool, I'll take that into consideration pretty much in his own way. And he does it and it works out,
Right. So it's not like you're instructing them.
Nah, you
at
a
all,
person,
like
yeah, a person like Will, you don't tell him what to do.
Right, right.
You just help him be him.
From an executive standpoint, you came up under the Leo, Kevin Lyles, Def Jam, the Julie
Greenwald,
Greenwald and whatnot at Atlantic. Do you feel like you learned something from them that you might be able to infuse in your own label and in the own business? In your own business?
That's a complicated question because I have a love-hate relationship with the establishment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Which is well known, well documented.
And that's understandable.
But I still respect them. Like I still see, Kevin Lyles every now and again, maybe not as much as I used to, but even then, like I would see him and I would tell him, I would speak my mind and I had a lot of opinions about a lot of things. However, I was very receptive and I was, I was a team player. So I went along with a lot of things. Like a lot of people don't know, and I would say this in my interviews. A lot of people don't know, like, I would just go along with a lot of stuff because the majority of the people that I was dealing with was saying, like, that was the move. And I would be the eyeball out, like, I don't know, like, I see it differently. But at the same time, I don't know everything, And with the decisions that I make, it affects everybody. So I'll go along with it. And, it was hit or miss depending on what it was or whatever. So when I say it's a complicated question, I didn't learn necessarily a lot directly from those people. But I learned a lot by being around those people and being on the receiving end of decisions that were made by them. So, yes and no. Yeah,
because now I guess the trend is to be in an independent space. The music the music industry has changed so much. We got a lot
because there's access to so much information.
Right.
There's access to so many so much resource.
Right.
Like the only reason why you would want to sign with a major label is if you're already like established, you already have a following, you already have, you're already a made brand, and you're just trying to connect with another brand, that can take you to the next level. Okay. All of this ground level stuff, like don't nobody got time or no bread to develop no artists.
Yeah.
I actually came in a time where artist development, like it wasn't really no artist development. Like there was a semblance of it, but it wasn't really. Then nobody developed me. I had a lot of people in my head, a lot of people in my ear giving me ideas, and I either chose to go with it or not. But it was no artisan. My timeline was super fast. It was super quick. I didn't have time to to catch my breath in a lot of ways. But if I didn't come from that already pace of being in Philly and struggling and having to figure things out day by day, being on the streets, and you don't know where the next thing is going to come from. You got to figure it out that day in those 24 hours. Like you got to figure it out. So I was always ready. I was always down to go. It was always go from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep. I just transferred that mentality to the music game. And it kind of threw a lot of people off because there was a lot of people that didn't expect for me to last that long. Personally, I didn't even think I was going to last that long because it was a lot of stuff I just wasn't cool with. But I'm the kind of person.
Was it the business that was kind of like?
Yeah, it's a lot of craziness that was going on. Stuff that just didn't make any sense. Right. And whenever you would speak out, just out of logic and intelligence, people will be like, nah, it's just what it is. Like, dude. Yeah. Okay, I'm not trying to, come in and rewrite the book or whatever, tell nobody what to do. All I'm saying is just leave me out of it.
Right.
Y'all want to run y'all game? Cool. Just leave me out of it.
Yeah. So with Willie, with you having that knowledge, Willie, what have you learned from being around music and having him share these experiences with you?
Just really just being careful, man, because he'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? He's told me, he's giving me the real. And so, you go into it just being a lot more careful after you hear some of the things that he's told me. And that's business all the way down to recording. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I've learned just watching him record, man. Watching him give my my engineers hell. But I mean he's precise, man, and I've had to learn that myself with recording.
Yeah. We got Chef Jan in here cooking up, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know how long this interview finna be, fam, but
I'm gonna try to wrap it up so we can get to go. I want to get back to 13 Roses.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, if you haven't heard it, I think everybody should take a moment out of their time and actually listen to this record because Willie is doing something unique with it. Tell me about about your process, how you came up with that, with the concept and the album.
It definitely was some true story situations.
Okay.
So here's what happened, right? It was this girl, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It definitely was
Rose.
a true story. Yeah, Promise Rose. I mean, that's real
Rose.
life right there.
And then it's funny too, because everybody had a Wendy too. So
Yeah.
See, but that's the thing, and that's what I really wanted to portray. Like,
He really checked it out.
yeah, he really checked it out.
That's
That's
what's up, man.
You know, some people they'll interview you.
Yeah.
They listen to the first half,
Yeah.
the first song,
And they know how to call off titles,
You know,
but they ain't really listen. They ain't
Yeah,
really
you know,
listen.
music is deserving of that attention.
I really appreciate that.
I mean, if you can, like I said, with there aren't many concept albums
Mm-hmm.
today, and
Right.
that is what's unique about your album.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story.
Exactly,
yeah.
and I feel like it needs to be put up.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be.
That's why I go so hard for him, because I know like it's so much dope stuff out there that will never see the light of day because there's just no support. You know what I'm saying? And people, and not because people don't care, but people don't know. People can't support what they don't know. So I figure like, all right, I have a platform where people are paying a lot of attention to me.
Okay.
You know, I've never really been big on the attention. You know?
Right.
I know that it comes with the situation.
Yeah.
So I play along. But, you know,
Yeah.
if you notice, I'm pretty much to myself because I'm not here for all of that.
Yeah.
I'm here to put the music out, and I hope that it affects your life in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know, I know I got to talk. I know I got to take pictures. I know I got to meet people.
Yeah.
I get it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But that's just not the type of person that I
Yeah,
am. So
yeah,
I do what I got to do as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
So then I figure like, oh, if everybody want me to do so much, they want to pay attention to me, they want to talk to me, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let me bring somebody along
Yeah.
that can use the attention.
And you know what? He deserves it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's not like you just bringing somebody along.
Nah.
You know, I'm gonna make some, make a little bread off of this. This is actually an album somebody, everybody needs to listen to. I don't really have like a huge social media following, but I'm putting it up.
No, but
y'all
but
need
that
to
little bit
listen.
count-
Yeah.
It
Y'all
helps,
need to
man.
listen.
And I think it helps even more when it comes from a person who ain't all out there all the time, because the person is all out there all the time saying a whole bunch of crap. You don't know what's valuable and what's really not worth your time.
Right.
Because it's just attention.
Yeah.
But when you a person that, you do have a platform, people know you, they respect your opinion and your point of view on stuff, and then you bring, you know what, I don't really do this, but I think you might want to pay attention to this person over here.
Exactly.
Like, it means more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess my next question is, what's next for Willie?
Yeah, man. I was blessed to be able to turn that into a movie, man.
Yeah, man.
Full length.
Feature film,
motion picture. Yeah,
I mean, and I could see that being the next step. Man.
You gotta understand that that's actually a loaded statement.
Yeah,
it's not just your run of the mill regular movie.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's a movie just by default and technicalities because of the details that make it the type of project that it is.
Right.
It's a art piece.
There's a lot of, you pay a lot of homage in the album too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you paid homage. I think I heard like Pastor Troy.
That's my dog.
Usher, Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, man, it slips my mind. I mean, but it like I said,
Dungeon Family.
Like you said, it's an art piece.
Yeah.
It really is. Like you didn't just go in there and try to make something to sell.
For looks and likes. No, you got to do it to feed the culture, and I think that's what's missing nowadays. A lot of people do too much for looks and likes. And once the looks and likes go away, like, what did you leave behind that's going to feed somebody else so that they can be inspired to take the thing, forward? If you notice, all the people that we holler that we inspire, with myself and him and other people like us, it's always people that gave us enough so that we can eat off of it, we can consume it, and then we can regurgitate it and then put our version of it out there so that the next person looking up or the next up can have something to feed off of. Like, how they going to grow and take it to the next level if they don't have nothing to work with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important that you feed the culture, and I think what he's doing is so
huge weight.
Like, man.
In a few years, people will be talking about this particular.
I think he has a lot to offer. He has a lot to say in the way of his presentation of his artistry.
Yeah.
And it ain't to downplay nobody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. There's room for everything, but there's got to be room for everything.
Yeah.
You can't just support the stuff that you want, and then you see somebody else actually contributing in a dope way, but you don't want to support it because it don't look like or sound like what you used to.
Man, you need to teach a class.
Nah, don't nobody want to see me, man. They just want me to sing. I don't hear me talk. They just want to hear me sing. I promise you. They just want me to sing. So I'd rather just talk to people who want to hear it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can kind of use it and
I'm sorry. Willie, can you tell us a little bit about the film and when we can see it or where we can see it?
Yeah, July 27th. That's when it premieres at the Plaza Theater.
Okay.
Over there on Ponce, right there next to Urban Outfitters for my Atlanta people.
Okay.
Tickets are on sale now. WillieHen.com. It was shot by Mike from My Photos.
Mike.
Amazing creative.
Yeah.
And it also stars Kenny Nicole and Sparrow. Two, and they're sisters, but they're great. But I had them play Wendy and Pearl, and they're actually real sisters in real life. So it kind of got serious at a certain point. They were like, hold on, bro. So that's how you do it. Because you know what's funny? I did a film with The Hustle.
Yeah.
So that's really funny.
I had them as the lead girl.
So it's a whole connection thing.
Okay.
So
it's weird, but it's like they sat me down like, bro, so I know how your mind works. You on some crazy stuff, and you kind of got us in your little fantasy. I'm like, nah, man, ain't like
it's acting, man.
I mean, for them to be the actors or the actresses, and to be the hit like that, like whoa, like this is really starting to have us look at each other like, wait a minute, for it to hit them. I know it's gonna hit the people. Yeah. They're gonna really receive it.
So it was a natural transition from going to music into film. It was inevitable, I guess. With working on The Hustle.
See what y'all don't know about this, brother. Let me say another word. Over here. This dude is a character.
Okay.
That's what y'all don't know.
Okay.
Where you think these bars come from, man? Yeah. He's just huge, man. I know he's a little dude, little skinny dude from Atlanta, but his spirit, his creative spirit, like I told him, and it's no joke, and I don't mean to be putting nobody on. Like this dude is my spirit animal.
Okay.
I told him to his face, and I mean it because what his potential is this like there's no upward limit to his potential.
Yeah.
Like he's. And I can't wait for people to see what I saw. You know what I'm saying? What I still see in him every day. Like when we work together, it's crazy, man. Like and for it to come out like so effortless. It's like, oh word, that's what you on today?
Yeah.
You just okay. Yeah. You know how hard that is for a lot of people? It's like, hey man, every day, man. Man. People like that, you just gotta, you guys just got to put gas in their tank so that they can go further, man.
Well, guys, I could talk to you for the rest of the night, but I know you guys got other work to do.
We got that food to eat.
That food to eat.
Brother came around.
Chef J.
Chef came out and was like,
Chef J. But I appreciate you all taking the time to talk about your project, and I hope to see more of you in the future, man.
July 27th.
Yeah, July 27th.
Come see us, man.
Okay,
yeah, man.
All right, and Musiq, you work. Your album's coming out September.
Okay. I already released two singles. Simple Things and Start Over. They're on iTunes, whatever other platform.
Okay.
That you can. The videos are coming out soon. I'm in the middle of the editing process of that right now.
Okay.
And I'm just going, like I said, just remember that I said I'm gonna put out a lot of work.
I believe it, man, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for. I'll pay for music.
Okay, cool.
I buy music.
Right. I appreciate it. I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, nowadays. You know what I'm saying? If you buy it or don't buy it, as long as you get it and you feel it. However, the hustle part of me is like, please buy it. Yeah. That's what we at. Well, what can we find you on your social medias? Platform? Musiq Soul Child.
Musiq Soul Child.
At Willie Hen, WillieHyn. WillieHen.com. As soon as you go to the site, that movie link will pop right up.
Okay.
Buy your ticket for the movie. Oh yeah, Lil Baby the single is out as well. Shout out to Jay Reed, the producer.
Okay.
Chevy Music.
Okay.
Go get Lil Baby everywhere. Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all that.
Everywhere.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time.
I didn't know if this was a formal situation.
Right. You don't eat.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, so they killed the same size. We got beef sliders. We got classic barbecue wings.
You got me.
You don't need
You don't need to die.
You need to eat a cake. A whole cake and nothing but the cake.
They know you about 50 pounds right there.
If you don't enjoy, you the chef.
If I don't drink, can I throw it in your face? Okay, here we go. Wait, let me finish.
Yeah, you should.